Welcome to Pacific Push on Taste Radio, Dash Radio, where the hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets. Today, I have a true pleasure for everyone. Just Grammys and Grammy-nominated artists to the left, right, up, and down. First, I have Grammy-nominated, internationally loved and respected hip-hop superstar Flo Rida, as well as Grammy Award-winning violinist, United Nations Goodwill Ambassador, Miri Ben-Ari. How are you?
We're good. We're blessed to be here. Thanks for having us.
Hey, we are giving out big banquets of flowers today. It's all about love and brotherhood. So I'm thankful to have you here on the platform.
Oh man, thanks for having us.
Definitely. They better start playing with Flo, like he don't get the people moving and moving those units. I had to say first, the best pool party I've ever been to was in Vegas, and Flo Rida had it moving. I said, this is the greatest thing ever.
All right. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Definitely like to, have a good time. Just a reflection of what Miami can do. Being born in Miami.
So for these purposes, can I call you Flo to shorten it while we
sure.
go through this? All right. Yep. So Flo, 100 million plus records sold. How does it feel to be on the list with such legendary and impactful names in the culture and being one of them?
Oh man, it's I have to pitch myself. I have to, give all the glory to, God through Jesus Christ, man, because, the first thing through the love, the unconditional love of my mom, just instilling in me, to definitely anything I do, make sure I maximize it, put God first, understand that people are being inspired and, to work hard, man, all of my dreams, to the point of music has been achieved, you know what I mean? Like you said earlier, one of the top hip hop selling artists of all time. And, in the most humble way, Grammy Award winning, shout out to Lady Gaga, me and her have a Grammy together. And just to think of these different accolades, it's one thing to have the accolades, but what these things can do as far as purpose, I have a lot of people that look up to me, not just locally, but worldwide. So like my mom would always say, you know what I'm saying? You can be in something, but you don't have to be of it. But the fact that, a lot of times people like to shed, negative light on, on hip hop and things like that. But, a lot of times people don't understand where we come from and that everybody that, is doing hip hop and things like that, there's a lot of positive things that we do. We've overcome a lot of things, just like this record that we have, with Martin Luther King, man. We've, he said we shall overcome, and we've overcame a lot of things to be in the seat that we're at right now, just as you, giving me, your blessings on this, so definitely, man. I just thank God, and I'm thankful to be here today representing something that is of purpose, with this record with me, myself, Miri, and my brother Eric Hits, what I mean? It's just such a blessing.
It is. It's beautiful. It's a great record, and we're going to get into that once we bring everything together. Now, I do want to ask you, Miri. So I need a whole show dedicated for you and Flo separately just to talk about accomplishments. But let's touch on some of the key moments. You're originally from Tel Aviv, and after your service in the Israeli army, you moved to NYC. Then all of a sudden, 2001, Summer Jam, Jay-Z, Grammys, co-writing for Kanye, Jesus Walks, multiple invitations to the White House. And obviously there's more to the story, but I'll let you have the mic now.
It's a very humbling thing to hear someone else like talking about you, because like Flo said, sometimes I need to pinch myself just to really, I don't know, be in the moment and realize that all of that has happened. I'm from a small town in northern Tel Aviv. And I had a dream, and I also, I want to comment about something that Flo said, because it's really deep. You see, Flo had his mother always believing in him, unconditional love. There are kids out there that don't have that one person believing in them. And the only thing they have is a dream. And this is so deep, because when this song goes out and talk about the dream in a way that Dr. King talks about the dream with music, it make you realize, you do have a dream. Everyone got a dream. Sometimes you don't know how to grasp it. Sometimes you don't know how to be grateful for that dream, but you do have a dream. And this is just a calling for people to activate their dream, despite of everything that is going on. Because let me tell you, the world has gone crazy in the past, few years or so. And we're going through like a really challenging time right now. And we need to hear something like that. We need something to tell us, you got a dream, you got to believe it, and you got to take it and ride with it. And the fact that you have messengers like myself, like Eric Hicks, like Flo Rida, bringing to you all, and we have gone through our dream. We're still doing our dreams. There's no limit, no ceiling to a dream. It's up in here, and it's up in here. It's your faith. It's where it's taking you. This is just an inspiration, not only for us, but for whoever is going to receive, perceive, and listen to this music.
No, amen. It's powerful. And just how Flo set it off, and with you following up with how important faith is and just believing in yourself, having a dream. I'm here on this platform because of the opportunity that was given to me by great people, and God put me here. So I'm allowed to do these things, and not being able to have my mother see it, but knowing that she's with me is important, because it's never too late to follow the dream.
Right.
I do want to ask you about the original record, because it was released in, I want to say 2009, the Symphony of Brotherhood.
The instrumental version.
Yes. So what inspires you to create that record at that time in your life?
I grew up as a child of third generation to grandparents that survived the Jewish Holocaust, where almost their entire family got shot into a hole in the ground by the Nazis. And I grew up with that, that messed up story. And my grandparents never talked about it. They talked about their story only one time in their life, when I was in 6th grade. And it was to me. I was doing a family tree project. And so I've been carrying these crazy stories of racism of my family my entire life. I was hunted by it, and I couldn't figure it out. It was a very heavy load on me. And even when you said I moved, all the way to NYC, when I got here, I was angry. I was like an angry student. I was feisty because of that crazy background of ours. And then through music, collaborating with other people, connecting to other people, and then visiting the MLK Museum in Atlanta and seeing another struggle, another movement, and the inspiring words of MLK, I just knew that I had to connect those struggles together. And so I created that first version, the original version of Symphony of Brotherhood with my brother Ohad. And I've been performing this version for many years, and I performed it in places like the White House. It was a special request by First Lady Michelle Obama. I performed it for Barack Obama, President of the United States, and at the United Nations. I even performed it at the Israeli President House for Shimon Peres. And I didn't want to touch that version up until last year, a few months ago, when I met Eric Hicks, and we had, I'm not even talking about his achievements. I'm talking about the conversation that we had, and it was so deep. We got so deep in our conversations that while working on another project, I heard myself saying to him, I didn't even plan it. Hey, I have this song. I'm sending it to you. I want you to check it out. I want you to get on it. It was like almost like an out of body experience. I didn't even think about it. It just took over. And then he sent it to Flo. And I couldn't even believe the way that this song has materialized into a complete full version of hip hop, urban, meets gospel, meets classical violin playing church music, and featuring Dr. Martin Luther King with I Have a Dream.
It is a very powerful song. It's so beautiful. I'm so blessed to be able to have to, hear it early on. And I listened to both versions. And I wanted to give that, Flo. It's a very powerful song, just the original, the instrumentation and everything else. But with so much death in the hip hop community, and being that you are an example of what a long, successful, and fun career looks like, how was it when you approached this song, like with a fresh rendition, and after a decade longer, was there any significance for it, or when you approached just writing this music as opposed to like some of the higher energy records you've been known for?
I think we all, been prepped for something positive, after going through the things that we went through during, the pandemic and the things we're going through now, just even in life. But, my brother, Eric Hicks, when he reached out to me, saying that, they wanted me on this record, I knew that was like, I couldn't say no. But, knowing the purpose of this and knowing that, you couldn't fumble the ball on this, I made sure I prayed about it. I rolled around and listened to it. But I knew if I attempted to get in this booth, I just had faith that God will, use me in a way that this would, resonate, and, I would give my best, or give my blessed, to this, so a lot of times I would go and write things down, but I went in the booth and I made sure that, I was, I had that I felt the spirit of it, and made sure that everything I was saying was something that I think Martin Luther King would stand for, which I thought, it was a lot of thought on that, and then, what helped me a lot is, the way I was raised, what my parents and grandparents stand for, this is what helped me, get through this. And the fact that, this came across my table, I knew it was only heaven sent. So, I mean, shout out to, Miri, having that heavenly orchestral thing that she did to the, shout out to my brother Eric Hicks for bringing the heavenly choir to this, and I thank God for mercy, grace, and favor, and purpose on me being able to, be on this you guys platform today, being able to talk about this, because I know you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys, love the things that we've done and accomplished prior, but I think more so it's like everyone else that heard this record, you've been touched.
Definitely. And one thing I can say about myself and the people that I work with at this station, we have a deep loving and understanding and appreciation for God and the higher power. So I'm blessed to have this opportunity and be able to share this moment. And, I also want to congratulate you on such an amazing career and achievement. Last year, low certified diamond on top of everything else. The blessings keep pouring in.
Yes.
And this record sounds like something that needs to be heard on a Sunday service too. I got to shamefully plug that too with Miri.
Right.
And I know of your extensive work with Kanye, but I do want to continue to go down and talk about this. So Miri, what other amazing bucket list moments are you working on towards for this year?
Oh, wow. Well, this is a challenging question because a lot of the things that are scheduled are now got the COVID scare. So, it's a crazy time. I do a lot of projects, and I'm also very active in when it comes to production, and thank God for that, because live performance is right now is kind of liquid, but production is everywhere. I'm working on some drill music as we speak. A lot of Afro beats. These are really two main productions that I'm working on. I had a song with Diamond Platnumz recently. He's a very well-known artist from Africa, Tanzania. They call him the King of Tanzania, one of the prominent artists on the continent. And it's called Bylight. Was the very first Afrobeat song to feature a violinist. And there are a lot of other projects. As a matter of fact, I'm working with Eric and Flo actually on an entire album, an NFT album, the Metaverse with MetaFlow. you know, there's what I like about Flo and E is that they're very they think forward. They're you know, they're a different type of artists, and I collaborated with so many artists, and so by now I recognize it. There are artists that are here and repeating what came before them, and there are artists that think outside of the box and take things forward. And these are my partner right here, my brothers, E and Flo. They're the latter. They're not here. They're in a metaverse. And the fact that we created this song that sounds like nothing else ever released, ever, you know, this sound with the message, you know, with different worlds combined into one, it just an example for what I'm mentioning right now.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And again, I'm really blessed to have you here, but I do want to close it out. And I asked G's favorite things. So I'm going to ask one question each, and then we're going to just wrap it up. So Flo, what is your favorite workout when you at the gym?
My favorite workout, I mean, I'm a guy who, you know, who's on stage for, you know, over an hour or so. So I need to have my cardio in. So I think that, you know, just making it to the gym and putting on my training mask. You know, I put that on. It's one of those high altitude masks that, you know, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm doing jump rope, whether I'm, you know, doing a treadmill, running outside, or if I'm, you know, doing any regimen in the gym, it turns it up 10 notches. So that's my favorite thing, to put on a training mask and work out.
All right. That's a great answer. Now, Miri, and this is going to be quick because I know you have so many of these experiences. Your favorite trip to the White House?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me what's my favorite workout. I was ready with it. My favorite trip to the White House. Well, that was, I was invited to receive an award, honorable woman, by First Lady Michelle Obama. I found myself in an extraordinary group of people, and we're all honored together. It was one of the most, I would say, defining moments in my life, and definitely taking the stage and playing the national anthem, and then the first original version of Symphony of Brotherhood, and looking at Michelle Obama sitting like right next to me, and watching, almost like serenading the First Lady. That was, wow, that was a moment.
Well, this is a moment for me. I'm very blessed and thankful again. Before we get out, I want to give you the opportunity, Flo and Miri, to let the fans and listeners know how to get in contact with you when the record's going to be released.
You can find me. You can hit me up. You know, you want to get in touch with me, know my whereabouts, me as far as me touring, or just hit me up. You know, I wouldn't say as fans, as family. You know, because it's, you know, we're blessed to be a blessing and have you guys support us. You can go and hit me up, IG at @official_Flo, and as far as, you know, .com, you can hit me at officialflow.com, at officialflow.com.
Miri Ben-Ari, it's gonna be miribenari.com. This is my website, and it's Miri Ben-Ari. And I cannot wait to hear your feedback and comments for the song. And thank you so much for having us and supporting the song, supporting the message, and nothing but blessing and good health.
And it's G Money, Pacific Push. We bring the streets to the beach, but we also bring God and love, and we're trying to spread brotherhood. Thank you.
Thank you both, my brothers.
You.
God bless.
You.